Welcome back for another book review. Today we are talking about this one. So this is Llewellyn's Little Book of Yule by Jason Mankey. I just recently read one of his other books. Wasn't a big fan, and I wasn't a big fan again. So this book, while it claims to be a book of Yule, it's not. This is a book of Christmas. And like, it's the history of Christmas, which is fine, I guess. But like, I expected more from this book, and like, knowing that Llewellyn has published a different book about Yule and that it's better is like, why did this need to be existing? Because the Sabbath Essentials are about this size. They're small books, and they covered the topic better in that series than this one. This one wasn't it for me because it's just constantly referencing Christmas. And when I say Christmas, I mean they put the Christ back in Christmas, because it is mostly all about Christian history. And like, even when you talk about modern stuff, it's always tied mostly to Christian things. And like, not even like there's some pagan stuff in here, but it's mostly Christian. And like, one of the exercises in here in particular like really rubbed me the wrong way, which he called it something else. I don't know why. I'm not Christian. I've always called it a nativity scene. That's what everyone around me calls it. I don't know if that's a Mormon thing and not a, like, I don't know, Catholic or something else thing, but like the nativity scene, you know, baby Jesus, all the people around, the animals and critters and stuff. Yeah, you're supposed to use that, but like pretend that it's the sun god reborn, and then like there's a ritual to do with that. And I'm just like, you know, we could not do that. And like, all of the exercises in here are just like trying to fit like pagan into Christian things, and that you're just trying to keep modern Christmas, and like whether you want to call it secular Christmas or like Christian Christmas, we're just trying to keep it going. Just put a little bit of pagan sprinkles on top. And it's like, there's so many options that we could talk about. Again, the other book. And like, any witchy book will have some basic information of knowledge of like old pagan beliefs and like how we could use them modernly when we're trying to recreate these old holidays. Even, you know, Yule being, I think it's still pronounced Yule, but like with a J. Jewel something from like Scandinavia, you know, like the Nordic old school things. Yule was a thing. It still kind of is. It's celebrated quite differently than over here. And like, I feel like as a pagan book, as a Wiccan witchcraft book, this was not it. He just isn't good at what he does. I didn't like his other book. I really don't like this one. And again, with such an emphasis on Christian things and Christian history, just wasn't it for me. And it didn't give like a warm, cozy feel that the other Yule book had given when reading about it. And like, even the Halloween one that I read from the Little Book series, so much better. I don't think I like this author. And you'll find that as you read as many books as I have, because I just hit my 150 threshold today of books this year. So like, I've read a lot of books. So inevitably you will find authors that you just don't jive with. And I think he's one, and he seems to be kind of a hit or miss. A lot of people didn't like this book either. I'm not alone in that. And some people still liked it, and that's cool. If you like it, this author, it's fine. I did find one thing that was like, well, Llewellyn, what are you doing? Whoever edited this book, you missed a big one. So, you know, an editor is the one who goes and finds typos and, you know, miss things and whatever. That's their job. And there was one thing in here that was, I think it was talking about like the dude who wrote like the poem of like The Night Before Christmas or whatever, and something like that. But it was a dude, and I looked at the dates, and I knew he was old-ish, but like how old, don't know off the top of the head. And then the dates, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like, I don't know, we'll say it was like 1976 was the born year, and then died year was like 96. And you're like, what? How? Math. Did time travel become a thing? How are you born in one century and then you die 2 centuries beforehand? The math ain't mathing. Like, there's just what? And it tripped me up, and I had to go look it up, and the first one was the typo. The dude was born in the 1700s. But like, the editing, I was like, what happened? What happened? I know that I hold publishing houses to a much higher standard than I would have self-published, because typically self-publishing, you're running the show on your own, and like, it's a lot of work, and it's expensive, and editors are hard to find, and like, they're really expensive. Most of us don't have a big budget, so like, self-publish, I give way more credit. Even small publishing houses, I can give a little more credit, because like, they might just be getting on their feet. They're, you know, just trying. It's rough just to run a business. Llewellyn, you're not a small company. You're pretty big. It's a big company. What happened? And like, it was just like little things like that. There was a couple things that I was like, where was the editor? And so like, there was like, you know, just random stuff that the editor missed, and I'm like, huh, okay. So just, there was just a few things in this book that I just didn't really love. And again, the content in here was just not that great. So anyways, I could ramble about this for days, but I don't want to. So anyways, I don't think I'd really recommend this. If you want a history of like Christmas, maybe? It just, again, it was just a Christmas book, which is whatever. I just feel like they should have used a different title for the book. So anyways, that's enough rambling. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments below. As always, a huge thank you to my patrons. If you want to support me, it's patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post Monday through Friday, and then in the new year, I will be probably posting every single day again, so keep an eye out for that. And until next time, blessed be.